Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video. This is going to be discussing my post-game reaction and analysis to the Real Madrid Getafe match that just went final about 15-20 minutes ago. So before I get started, though, I'd like to remind you all that if you're new to my channel, you like European soccer, you like NFL content, NFL, or, American football, this is a channel for you. So I would greatly appreciate it if you go down below, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, share the video with your friends and family, and comment on this video so that way I know what your thoughts are on either American football videos or European soccer videos. Two new videos coming out today aside from this video, which is Zinedine Zidane, worst case scenario, should he stay, should he go? Best case and worst case scenario, should he stay, should he go? And the controversy surrounding the European soccer world. If you want to know what that is, and if you don't know what it is, please stay tuned or subscribe to my channel so that way you know what it is, because it's a very intriguing topic that just happened in the world of soccer here today. So I suggest to subscribe to my channel so that way you get the latest videos. With that out of the way now, let's talk about this game. Real Madrid and Getafe tie 0-0. Got my predictions right. But it wasn't Zidane's fault, really. The lack of availability is what I'm going to say for this game. The lack of availability for this game. Casemiro out suspended. Nacho out suspended. Toni Kroos didn't play today. Zidane decided to give him rest. Karim Benzema didn't start this game. He gave Karim Benzema some rest. Let's discuss the lineup. Odriozola, Marcelo, who played the full game. That's probably going to backfire on Zidane in a huge way. So Odriozola, Marcelo, Eden Militao, and Victor Chus got the defensive start. The midfield was a makeshift midfield with let me see here. It was Rodrigo, Luka Modric, and Isco, and then up front was Vinicius and man, what's this guy's name? I always forget his name. Mariano Diaz. There we go, Mariano. And here's the thing with that. You want to give Benzema rest. You want to give Mariano minutes to build up his stock. That's fine. Mariano did have a goal taken off because he was offsides though, so it is what it is there. Really, Getafe in the let's break down the first half performances and then the second half performances. The first few minutes were concerning for Real Madrid because Getafe were able to get through. The midfield was non-existent. The midfield was non-existent all day today for Real Madrid. That is because, like I said, their regulars of midfield were not there. We will get Casemiro and Nacho back from defense for the defensive side. Like I said, Real Madrid with the makeshift midfield, they had to make Rodrigo as a makeshift midfielder, which made Marco Asensio uncomfortable throughout this game because he played awful in this game, until they subbed off Rodrigo for Antonio Blanco, who ended up being a defensive midfielder. So Asensio didn't play all that well today. Odriozola played okay. Militao, he did his thing. Almost gave Getafe a penalty though with his tackles. That's something that Militao needs to figure out how to tackle properly, because he had a few calls in the last few games that could have given teams like Barcelona and Liverpool chances at penalties, and it almost happened today against Getafe. So he's got to fix that. Hopefully, Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane is one negative COVID test away from coming back. So, that's good to hear. But hopefully, with Nacho, coming back, that could help out Militao. Toni Kroos didn't play at all today. Zinedine Zidane just for to give him rest. Karim Benzema was really ineffective today. Like I said, makeshift midfield. Real Madrid played at all intents and purposes in the first few minutes. Played poorly. They tried their best, but not good enough in the rest of the first half. It was okay in the first half, but then the second half was all about Getafe trying to get that goal. Thibaut Courtois with incredible saves. Had 3 outstanding saves that stood out today, so he's the man of the match. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So he gets the man of the match award again for me. Enough said there. Thibaut Courtois with big saves to keep the game scoreless. Like I said, Real Madrid didn't do enough to make, goals happen today. So, like I said, midfield, it's all about that midfield. If you don't have a midfield that helps Karim Benzema, that helps Vinicius Jr., who had also some indecisiveness as well, it didn't work out for him either today because of his poor. He didn't have poor plays, just couldn't. Had a few mistakes here and there. Rodrigo had a few mistakes here and there. Asensio had mistakes were made in this game. And, like I said, the injuries and the absences of the suspensions cost Real Madrid today, is all I'm going to say. Fede Valverde gets hurt late yesterday. Oh, Federico Valverde didn't play. Forgot to mention that. Federico Valverde, he didn't test positive. He tested negative for COVID, but he was a close contact. So imagine if Fede Valverde, at least, because Isco to me is garbage. Isco has played horrible for Real Madrid this past year. He's had okayish performances, but this year has played absolute garbage for Real Madrid. I would have preferred Antonio Blanco, the way that Antonio Blanco, who fit in perfectly in the defensive midfielder slot that Casemiro usually plays. I would have had Antonio Blanco, Sergio Ribas, and Luka Modric play in this game, not Isco. Maybe I would have given minutes to I would have given those two youngsters more minutes than they originally got. And then I would have had Karim Benzema and Vinicius start in the regular positions with Asensio. Because then you have Rodrigo, who isn't a midfielder, Asensio, who had to make sure that Rodrigo was comfortable, because Asensio was uncomfortable today. Asensio did not play in his regular spot because of the midfield switches, or the makeshift midfield. So Asensio played horrible because of his position. So that is something for Zinedine Zidane to think about in the future when you have to have a makeshift midfield. Put confidence in the youngsters and in your B squad players over Isco and your makeshift midfield, because Rodrigo was uncomfortable, Asensio was uncomfortable, and ultimately Mariano Diaz really didn't do much of anything. So something for Zinedine Zidane to think about. So like I said, second half was all about Getafe trying to score that goal, because Real Madrid really couldn't get anything going, even with Karim Benzema being subbed on in the second half. So, enough said there. So, really, Real Madrid got the result that, in my opinion, they deserved with the all what's going on with them, with all the injuries, all the suspensions, all the COVID tests and all that. I give Real Madrid's performance a good performance. I give them, for the effort that they put out there, I give them a B to a B plus. with the makeshift midfield, with the makeshift defense, with the makeshift attack, because Karim Benzema was, had a notch, Toni Kroos had a notch, a good performance. Not the best performance that they could have had, but, it is what it is. So I got my predictions right, 0-0. Real Madrid escapes at least with a point, especially with the way that Getafe was playing in that second half, trying to score that goal. Thibaut Courtois is man of the match. So let me know what your comments are. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Do you think Real Madrid could have played better? Do you think that the lineup could have been better? Let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, guys, it will wrap it up for my analysis for this game. Next up will be my Zinedine Zidane should he stay, should he go video. So stay tuned for that. I know I've been procrastinating that video. That is coming up next. So stay tuned for that. Until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys here next time. Peace.